I mean, were we to have a conversation in Maserati, I think the rules in Maserati then they reconditionally.
Yes.
But Maserati is not out of rules. Today, you and I can drive from here, Carrisburg.
Mhm.
We can drive from here as far as Artington. The roads there are still good.
Yeah.
All what they need is just the regular maintenance and rehabilitation. But you can't try that in your lofa. I mean, some part of lofa, you won't go there.
Okay, let's look at the political aspect of this.
Mm.
We have a man that is building a cell in a man that is building a cell in our body politics, in person for the speaker. Fanatico for he's now building a cell.
Mm.
And we have Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence too, who is contemplating on probably becoming a vice president or trying to vie for the presidency. We have people like Edwin Mavis, no Musa Assembly already rallying around. They're trying to rally around Fanatico Fa to get Fanatico Fa to contest for the presidency, most especially having him replace George Weah on the CDC ticket. Let's look at they coming forward with such a ticket against Mr. Jeremiah Bankun. It will be another hell of a ride.
I have a different position towards that. What I've observed, and I've been carefully reading through the situation, how is it that Edwin Snow has been able to reunite in a short period of time with Musa Bedete? Bedete in a short period of time is linking with Fonanti. Fonanti in a short period of time is building cells. I think the underlying conversation that way is that it's not necessary that Fonanti will go as president. Neither will Fonanti go as vice president. In my mind, this is what I've concluded at this level of the conversation. What I'm thinking is that a lot of those leaders know that by 2029 they will not be re-elected. By 2029, Snow, Fonanti, even Musa Benete, the mistake the people of District Number 9 in Maine, in Lima, those mistakes will not be repeated. I'm saying in District Number 7, those mistakes will not be repeated. Fonanti, after serving 2 terms, might likely now go back again to become representative. So at that level, the connection you see, those guys have identified their future politically. That by 2029 there will be a likelihood that we will not return to the capital. And all of us have survived on the business of, on the back of government. So if we cannot return in the capital or at the capital building, how can we ensure that our presence be felt? How can we ensure that we continue to discuss the governing issue of our country despite we've been outside of the governing system? So the guys are building what we call, for instance, in America, the electoral college.
Yeah.
For instance, they are the ones that make the determination who be president. So like that, they are building such a cell, Boaka. In my mind, I'm thinking that they are building such a cell that when you secure their support as a team, when you secure that support as a team, it means well for you that contesting as farms contesting for the presidency. If you secure their support as a team, it sells up pretty well that you will be the next president of the country. So again, what they will do is that, for instance, if you have all of the guys will come, they will sit for the gentleman agreement. You know what we're doing? We're going to support you. We will support you financially to win an election. We see that in Liberian people want you. But when we win an election, for me, I won't go at MPA. The other man say, for me, I won't go at LRA. The other man say, for me, I won't go at whatever. That's will be the. I'm saying that exactly will be the agreement they agreed on. So immediately upon that, then they gave their support to you. So this association now they are doing such an association to build themselves and try to reach out in different countries and have the presence being felt. So that when they say, when you support us, we can make you win. So when Edwin Snow take you to bombing, there's part of the people of bombing not voting him, but you still see you get the numbers from there. The Musa Bedete take you in Nima, even though that you will not win, you will not win a representative seat in 2029. Yeah. But when he take you in Nima, you will still get a vote from there. When Fonatikova will take you to Grand Crew, whether you will be represented or not, but when he take you to Grand Crew, you will get a significant vote from there. So that's the style they want to build. So it will be like the strong team that every politician vying for the presidency in 2029 will want to buy that team onto yourself. Now, to buy the team now, it will be a backing agreement. Then the team will come up with their backings and say, you know why? We want so position will win. You get also position. Maybe me, I don't win comment, but I'll be the de facto, I'll be the de facto or MPA boss. So literally, they're not in government. But before even the director that they're doing anything, you will call me. So like that, when we sell out, when the guys build that sell that way, when it work up, that's the way they're gonna go. So for me, at this moment, I'm convinced that it's not about the politics now. It's not about the presidency, the IN. They want to build ourselves to people those that make the determination. What else? Fonatic Kofa. Because even Fonatic Kofa part, even Jeremiah Kuhn, a party now being telling about, I think we need to get a minute photo. Yeah, I think we need to get a minute support.
Yeah, probably Fonatic is doing all of these things as well to secure a point for the vice presidency or the presidency. Who knows? What Jeremiah Kuhn could say, Fonatic come and go as vice president to me. But again, let's not forget what Nyombili Kanga Lawrence. Nyombili Kanga Lawrence too is building herself. She's depending on the leg of Darius Dillon and other people. But Fonatic is putting his own agenda forward now, more than even the political party called CDC. He's not even trying to break down the entire CDC just to get himself in the picture.
Oh, yes.
He's trying to kick out George Manawia, former president, and place a set now up front to the Liberian people. And some of these things, now we will look at the strategy being put in place by Edwin Mervyn Snow. They have this team called, they have the team called how they call it, the NPP. Snow is with the NPP, right? Musa Hassan Belete is with the Liberty Party, where Fonatic Kofa hails from, but later on joined the CDC. So now here we are. Musa Belete is coming from the NPP. Eddie Mervyn Snow is coming from the Musa Belete is coming from the LP. Eddie Mervyn Snow from the NPP, and other people. Forming a team would be another force in our border politics. But I think, Harris, it may not reach to the extent of challenging Jeremiah Kpankun with the role that he's playing in our border politics right now, with all of the things that has been given to him by the president, His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai. I think the only person now that may come in the picture to give Fonatic, Mr. Jeremiah Kpankun, that hell of a ride, it may likely be George Weah. And we don't know if George Weah is contemplating on recontesting the presidency comes 2029, Harris.
I think we have over the last 20, 30 years, Liberia, when we to base our argument on historical facts, with the exception of Joseph Jingi Roberts and that of is that Stephen Allen Benson? One of I'm hoping to get the president name correct. I hope I will get as we move along. With the exception of those two leaders, it has been. I'm yet to see a Liberia where, after people leave the presidency and return. I mean, since our history reminded us, Joseph Jingi Rabo came and became president afterwards. He left and went. It's still some time he come back and become president. The next president to do it, I'm still certain. Maybe is that Stephen Allen Benson or one of them. I'm hoping to get a name. We have not had, when we to look at since Stockman time of the person, we have not had a history where president will leave the scene and return. So for that, it's not certain. This is why I want people to get straight. My man, like bring people on higher people as the generation move on. Because in the next 60, 70 years, I'm saying in the next 5, 10 years from now, will be the young people making decisions who to be president in this country. And the young people now critically following the trend of events in this country. So what I think about, we say, oh, no matter how big job we are, be the person to be formidable force, bro. Listen, let's put that conversation on hand. Maybe as we draw closer to the electoral space, then we start to receive we start to receive that, that euphoria. Then we say, okay, George Weah can be the president. Again, what could make a great president in George Weah in 2029, whether he will reclaim the presidency, if George Weah will sit quietly and observe the political happening, then I can guarantee my words that George Weah will make a formidable force in the election in 2029. But with the way the CDC is proceeding and bringing George Weah involvement to criticize even things that are now meant to be criticized, and to speak ills at a time that you shouldn't have, it is detrimental to George Weah, being formidable in 2029. It is detrimental to his chances in 2029. I'm being very frank with you, because when you keep in the eyes of the people and the CDC as a political institution that is knowing and dwell on lies and mis and disinformation, continue to feed with those mis and disinformation, and you continue to misinform the Liberian people, and the people start to learn sense from your insincerity. But trust me, George Weah will not have a space in 2029. So again, he could be a formidable force if he sit quietly and leave the political space for now. Just live his private life, monitor the happenings of the government, and just be quiet.
Yeah, but someone may say you have to be on the back of the government.
No, listen, George Weah is not a regular politician again. I'm saying when George Weah is not a regular politician in the sense that George Weah is not a person that hasn't tasted presidency. George Weah is a person that have been at the executive mansion. He participated in the problems our country have. He contributed to those problems, and he further amplified and modified the existence of those problems. That's why it is important that he remain quiet at this moment. So by 4 or 5 years from now, if George Weah coming to criticize the government on things that the government failed to do, then it will be a conversation appreciable to Liberians that, okay, yes, you say George Weah not do it for 6 years. You say okay, you're not doing it. So at least you two are equal now. So two are equal now. Then let low between George Weah and Jeremiah Kuna won't be president now. But Jerry, you part of the problem too now. 5 years, the president gave you opportunity to work in different spaces as well as vice president. So you part of the problem. So you and George Weah, now you're the sin onto your head. I'm saying onto your head.
Yeah.
So were we to choose, we can take anybody from here. Then everyone has an equal chance. But if you start to criticize this movement, but the more you criticize, the more you provide criticism. And this is, a pure math that you have to work up. The more you criticize people for issues without having substantial evidence, and on top of that, failing to provide recommendations, it reaches a point now your criticism becomes useless. A lot of people don't want to really buy into it because they see it now more of sentimental than the actual happiness. And the moment that brings people buy into it and know that George Weah is being sentimental in the conversation, like the way you said that he should be on the back of the government. How is it that George Weah can tell the presidency you're not beating role in the for the people of Southeast? As President Baka said, he's a viral medicine. Then how is it that George Weah in 1 year time can tell the presidency you're beating role for the people? In fact, you lied to the people. Would that be a moral ground to criticize the president in terms of road construction? No. Because Liberians will remind you some 2-3 years ago what you said.
Yeah.
How you classified yourself. It was the first of its kind since 1847 that Liberians produced a medicine for road, but the roads were not fixed. It was the first of its kind since 1847 that we produced a medicine for our problem, and our problem wasn't solved. We produced viral medicine, but our roads, the medicine not fixed the road. It was the first of its kind since 1847. So then how can you come on now in the space of 1 year you want to criticize the president of roads connectivity? It's not possible. It's not possible. So like that, you remain quiet and you observe the process. That's the only way. But if George Weah continue to engage in the political space, and like I stated initially, CDC is a party that knows how to deal with mis and disinformation, that know how to work with mis and disinformation. They present it and make it look perfect. One of the deceptions we have ever seen in our political space is on that fateful day of the elections after the second round, with zero statistics. CDC called for a press conference, called partisans to jubilate that you win the elections with zero statistics in your hand. That's the highest deception you give to those that those are trusting you as a political institution. And you make it look very weird that people celebrate it. Celebration is expensive, okay? To celebrate life, you got to work for it.
Good.
You got to work. So you made the people come out. That day, Koji held a press conference at his MCC office. and say they have won elections overwhelmingly. Do you understand the magnitude of that message? That you dwelt on deception, even though you had zero statistics, but still you presented the case as if you have concluded with your with analysis, and election magistrate has said to you that you won elections. This political party. Then now, if George Weah still want to maintain such an environment, and they be feeding him with missing this information, the CDC is capable of designing a strategy and tell George Weah to come have press conference and say that President Baka do this and do that. And George Weah cannot dwell in understanding of they want our conversation politically now. Maybe in a private life that's cool, but politically, George Weah is a person that's never dwelt on his own understanding politically. So when he be fed with missing this information continuously, he lost the people interest.
No, but he's seeing if that's what normally when you say again, George Weah is a fast-thinking man. He's somebody that is upstairs, is a college graduate, and he receive a BSc or what, a master, whatsoever it is.
What evidence or decision? When I'm here, as you know.
Yeah, no, I come in. I will conclude. So, if you say that he's been fed with information, George Weah is following our daily politics. He following everything that is happening in the country. George Weah is on social media. George Weah know what the president is doing. George Weah know what his government is doing and what this government is not doing. So if you come and tell me that George Weah is being spoon-fed by people within the CDC to come and coerce him to say something, then I will sit and wonder: is this man a child or not? No, George Weah not a child.
I'll tell you why. Politically, George Weah is a child. I mean, I say this, I know disrespect. Politically, George Weah is a child. So what do I mean, Wakai, when I say George Weah continue to be fed with missing this information? You see, I have had a time to be around the CDC, not as a partisan, and never will I be a partisan of any political party. Never. Until I resigned from journalism, professionally I resigned. Then I say, let me pursue my political career. That's perfect. But as it stands, I will, as long as practicing journalism, I can be a member, even affiliate or whatever way, I can't even be that way. So what do I mean is that I have had a time to be around the CDC, and critically, when you look at the happiness in this country, the CDC, for instance, the president constituted the Rural Maintenance, Rehabilitation, and Financing Committee with specific mandates, right? Believe you me, in the next coming months, there will be a campaign against that committee that the president appointed the vice president so that there will be a special area that will be taking money from the budget and be sending it there so they might be stealing money. In the coming months or in the coming days, the CDC will design such a campaign that way. That's the political institution I'm talking about. So what do I mean that George Weah will be fed with the missing disinformation? Perhaps George Weah will pick up his phone, check on the executive mansion website, which of course it is prudent for every citizen to do to what the president is doing. Then George Weah is saying that the president said he having a rural maintenance and rehabilitation committee, tasked with specific mandate to source funding and everything. Then George Weah is asking maybe one of his deputies and say, but how do people source funding for the role? I mean, how possible will the people be able to source funding for the role? Already we're having a very challenging budget for the Ministry of Public Works. Then the men will come and say, the president saying cut down his budget. Yeah, that money now, what they will take is sent to that play. So the men our play will be using that to be sending the country money and they will be stealing from them. And George Weah as a person will take that information, brother. This is a gentleman I'm talking about. The thing is not about figure. It's about how George Weah has carried himself and has interpreted the conversation to the appearance. And I'm reading from the minds of those that we have had a time to have interviews with a lot of folks that once a time supported George Weah and they were confidants of George Weah. The Cynthia Sato, for instance, the Sheikh Kuyate, for instance, the Sakor, for instance. There are so many individuals that have proximity. It is individuals that had the time to meet George Weah. James Diba announced anything in terms of our numbers. Yeah? So these are people, these are accounts we hold and we make our predictions on some of the things I will say. So in conclusion, George Weah will make a formidable force in 2029. Were he to remain quiet, if he remains quiet at this moment, observe the political space, jotting down his notes, identifying the government-based failure, and working and providing recommendations or cataloging those recommendations as we move along.
But if
So when we enter 2025, I'm
Mm.
saying 2027, 2028 now, George will start to criticize the government. Say, oh, I thought you guys said you have farms across the 15 counties. Where are the farm? Then at that level, President Buhari cannot get a way to defend them because no time you favor. You get 5, 6 months, you get 7 months to election, you get 1 year to election. So President Buhari at that level now, the government will be struggling to defend such an information.
Okay, even with all of the corruption news that is hitting from the General Auditing Commission, that too may likely send them back to Communicado because Harris, with the news coming from the General Auditing Commission, this is something that will destabilize, that will harm the CDC greatly, even if they are contesting or vying for any presidency come 2029. It can be whosoever that will be on the ticket of the CDC. What that occur under the CDC, where with the report that coming from the General Audit, but man, we can read a report out here. We read a report out for 2 days, and Liberians became frustrated. We had to put stop to it because of what we have seen within the report. So now, even if the government was to start holding people accountable for what they did, that's which Liberians are calling for. Liberians are calling for the prosecuting of people that damage the system. The thing that occur at the central bank, the Ministry of State, other places. Of these things, and then the CDC again coming to the Liberian people and telling them that we weren't given a chance. We were only given 6 years to lead you, and what we wanted to do, if we were given 12 years, we could have done more better than within the 6 years. We believe within ourselves, rather, we did far better within our first 6 years than even the Joe Buckeye's administration. These will be some, that some of the messages that they will be preaching to the Liberian people. But again, when we look at what they did, when it comes to corruption, when it comes to other places in our country, again, Liberian people, if they will buy the message that will be coming out of the CDC, the message that will be coming out of, even if it will be former President George Weah that will be on the ticket of the CDC, even it will be Fanatic Kofa, if he will be the one on the CDC ticket, anybody that will be on the CDC ticket, if they will be accepted by the Liberian people. These are some of the things that we should be looking at also.
I think with that, it is depending on the performances of the United Party. I said to someone the last time that the CDC ability, the CDC chances of returning to the executive mansion will be guaranteed by the performances of the Unity Party in the 6 years. If the Unity Party trade on the same path that the CDC traded for 6 years, if the Unity Party dwelled on the same path that the CDC functioned on over the last 6 years, trust me, the chances of the CDC going back would be very high. That's a fact. Now, what do I mean is this: that we have other political parties will emerge, but those individuals that will emerge will be the ones that want to come around doing the political space. And I think Liberians now becoming to have an idea is that those leaders that come around when they during the political times, during campaign period, when they come because they want to get jobs. So they will not be a point of focus. Again, they will come as a disturbing factor to who be president at the time. Because when you are here, the 5, the 10, 0%, the 1.2% you're getting will also be a problem against the government, against the president, or for the elections, because you'll be taking away some of the numbers. So what's going to happen is that the CDC could be, their chances will be high in 2029 if the Unity Party says she will build roads in her agenda and fail to build roads. So the Unity Party now will say that, we want to build schools. They said they're going to construct, they're going to have the rule of law strengthened. If they fail to strengthen the rule of law, They said they will ensure that sanitation and hygiene situations in the country will be resolved. If they fail to do so, they said that Liberia, they will fight corruption. The United Party said she will fight corruption. If she fails to do so, she said she will ensure that tourism will be, our tourist sectors will be, tourist sector will be improved. If she failed to do so. So upon these things now, there will be no moral ground as well to deny the CDC. Because in reality, this party have had a chance to serve for 18 years in this country. 12 years, Madam Sally, 6 years, Boubacar is 18 years. So literally, we'll be discussing the politics that we have given this political party 18 years of the new Liberia, and nothing has changed. So what's the basis of giving the United Party another 6 years to make it 24 years? So on that basis, some of us will also have a debate to support whatever political party, even if it's not the CDC. Some of us will have a debate to do so. Because we will be judging our argument. Now, when it says you're President Boubacar anymore, we'll be judging our argument that the United Party as a political institution have tasted or have been given 18 years of the new Liberia. That since 2003, after the war, 2005, we transitioned. And from that period to our current dispensation is 18 years the United Party have tasted in this country or have had for themselves as a political institution to ensure that change is delivered. So now the CDC as a political institution will take the debate. You have given the party 18 years. The party failed to do what it's supposed to do. I'm saying what she's supposed to do. 18 years of the new Liberia will have given this United Party the chance to ensure that corruption is wiped away. Corruption is still visible. 18 years we have given the United Party to ensure that our schools are equipped. Today, to this date, our schools are still down. 18 years we have given the United Party to ensure that our healthcare system is built. Today, we still have a deployable healthcare system. 18 years we gave the United Party to ensure that roads are conditioned. Today, the roads are not conditioned. Then, on that basis, the CDC will have a grant. The CDC will say, when it says, yeah, you get up.
Yeah.
So, get out 18 years to have a conversation. So, then, in 2029, to be president now will not be on the basis of the United Party again. Either you relinquish, go as a president or find another political institution, then again Liberians will tailor their vote and say, okay, yeah, we're not voting because of the party, we're voting because of the me. Right? Then it will be that.
Before we transition to the issue about Mr. Kumis coming in the picture, I want us to look at a united force. Can the CDC maintain that united force with the president of George Weah? We are talking about Mobile Monu have left. We are hearing that Sir Joseph is contemplating in leaving the CDC. Can the CDC still maintain that united force that they previously had in the 2023 elections? The lack of Eugene Nangwe, with the corruption scandal behind Samuel Tue, with this sanctioning of Nathaniel Magay and other people, but they are still parading in our body politics. Can the CDC still maintain that united force they had in winning the elections back then in 2017? Can they still come together to say, okay, let's reconcile, let us come back together as a team? We know our mistakes. We know that this is what happened to us. But the only way that we can succeed as a political party is to reunite, is to come back together. And that's when the lack of musability, the lack of Fanatic Kofa, the lack of Eddie Memphis, so they will still rally around the presidential bid of George Weah. If they think that he can still maintain that position as the standard bearer of the political party, can we still have that united force?
I think let's say it is possible, but it has an effect. It is possible, but the chances of it working in the interest, to achieve the presidency will also be challenging. And this is what I base my argument. Waka, let's have a conversation. Molu has left the CDC. Molu is with a civil society organization. And over the last period, since he left the CDC, over the last 3-4 months, he has been literally like the supporting arm to national government. Molu in Kinjo assisting the government, talking to citizens to ensure that the situation in Kinjo is resolved. Molu in Kinjo documenting, the current unhappiness there, and even talking with the company to meet the demands of the citizens. That alone can amount to the assistance he's providing to the national government. A few days ago, Modu is having press conferences and commenting the government on things that she's doing.
Yeah. Calling for the prosecution of past government officials.
That's what I'm saying.
Also.
So that amount to Modu supporting the government. How is it that Modu reuniting with the CDC in 2029 and coming to go against the same government that he supported over 6 years? That's a big contradiction. It will even affect the conversation. Let's move on to Fonati Kofa. Fonati Kofa want to be president, right? So, for instance, you talk about uniting with the CDC or uniting the CDC to support Joe, however. Fonati Kofa over the last 6 months, even to a point that the legislature has been marginalized in terms of their budget, Fonati has been very supportive. He has been one of those in the interest of the national government, supporting the bid of national government, supporting the bid of the Unity Party, and talking with those leaders and representing that the government is challenged. Let's hold our peace. While the conversation is ongoing, if Fonati is to maintain such an environment up to 2029 and going to join the CDC now and coming against the same government that he helped and supported throughout the 6 years, would that not be contradiction? Oh, of course, it will be contradiction. Sir Joseph as well. So by the time all of them go to the CDC, like I talk about, it will be a united force, though, but it will have some effect even on the party as well. Because Liberians now will be saying, but I thought the same people there were saying they mean guru. The same way for Yeke and what is happening. Yeke, some 5 months ago, told Liberians that some 7-8 months ago, when we were in elections, told Liberians that President Brakais was the best, that the Liberian people should trust him with everything. That to a point, Yeke raised his representative job. You were never campaigning in district number 10, but rather you were in the contest campaigning for President Brakais. How is it now that he put the president there afterwards going against the president? What the people can tell you, Brakais, when you open the phone line, that in the same manner, just support the president, it's on the basis of greed. So when we to look at all of this conversation, I'm thinking that the CDC could recalibrate, right? Could secure the support of those individuals. But reuniting with them will be a problem. To secure that support, to say, okay, you know what? Me Fonati Kofa as a president, I think I will endorse the CDC candidate, that way on a normal kind of conversation. Okay. But we say let join forces or that come, let be united, let be one. Again, we want to look at over the last 6 years, we have seen these things are never working in our body politics. Over the last 17, 18 years, it only work when you are in, when you are at the hem of power, right? That's when we see it. But when you're opposition, you bring the people together at times. Everyone wants to be seen up front because when you have a united opposition, there will only be a one voice. Are you telling me this morning that the ANC will want to enter a collaboration with the CDC in a way that the CDC will still maintain her name? Because Praga has to speak to you, even if 10 political parties go join CDC, that CDC name will remain. So the CDC will still be taking the glory. So when you leave such a force in 2029, go as a separate political institution, nobody will know you, Praga. It's not like the collaborating political parties, right? Sometimes back, the collaborating political parties, that thing, they don't carry the name of any political party. They say collaborating, right? So when we go check on the ballot, they go down, we see collaborating political party. So we saw ANC, we saw a lot of people. That's how it is. But you go CDC now, brother, you even care your best or ideas, that name CDC will remain. That's the first effect it will have on those that want to join a collaboration. That's how it will be. So you talk about the unity aspect, when I talk about the effect it will have on the opposition bloc, that's why. So CDC is a grassroots party. You can take that from them, Brakais. I think the good way they could do is just to have, they could talk about the last time we said they should have a retreat. They want to deal, set back to play music and come back to go forward. I don't know how they call it. So they were at the party headquarters, merrymaking in terms of designing strategy and having discussions, and they were throwing the same jab at the government. Similarly to what
so you think it was nothing?
It was a failed gathering. The essence of that gathering that we journalists, we visited our scene, Brakais, and CDC told us that it's going to be, but then Molu was the chairman when Molu was still there. In the wisdom of Molu, that the gathering will be a brainstorming kind of see regular CDC in a frequent waves of protests will be a CDC that will disagree with government logically and to a point that will challenge government before the court of covenant jurisdiction. In the wisdom of Molu at the time, the party did not see it that way and they started to pressure Molu and he had to resign. So the wisdom they had their model brought forth on our set by the combat retreat. It will have been a way where the CDC, upon the end of that retreat, the CDC will have an opposition manifesto that will guide them for the next 5-6 years. If that would have happened, by this time the CDC, even President Baka would have been pressured. But what happened when Molu left? When they brought the other guys, they go make the same normal style of campaigning activities. You go out a political gallery, you call all the opposition figures, you go sit down. What are you setting? How many people contribute? You go get microphone to Nathan McGuire in saying that if today election we're going to win the election. On what basis? What you have changed from the political party that you say go back to the election today, you're going to win? So tell me the sense the guys made.
Okay. Let's take few comments from our guys on Facebook. Honorable Josh Watkins Jr. said, "Good morning, Punch FM. I'm following from my comfort zone in district number 13, Mosrado County, Liberia. That's Republic of Liberia. Good morning, Josh. Church Boy Hassan Benedict said, good morning. I'm following from 72nd in Pinsville. I'm following closely from Amagashi in Pinsville. Jeremiah Bendak said, good morning, folks. I'm Jeremiah Bendak, watching very closely from my American few resident in district number 5, Mosrado County. Prince J. Zulu said, good morning, folks. I'm watching from a comfortable resident. I just don't know where is that. Prince, okay, that's Tinker Village. Ansu Kodmo say, I'm following. Then we have Lasana AB Kane saying, good morning, Boakai and Punch TV Live family and Liberian people at large. Okay, good morning. If you following us, you can just leave your comment there. We will read it out for you. But let's look at the aspect. We shouldn't let go of Mr. Alexander Cummings and his coalition. That's the Alternative National Congress. Is there a feature for them? Is there anything that you think they can come up with to make a change when they are vying for the position? Because they have contested twice. This money performed in an election, living from 6% coming all the way down to 1%. That's a dismal performance from the Alexander Cummings and his AMC camp. I just know, is there a feature for Mr. Cummings?
I think Cummings still have a feature politically, Liberian politics. Yeah, so Cummings still have a future politically in Liberian politics because he as a person, have realized where they failed, that a collaboration that they formed, and in the minds, I said this always, right? Not necessarily that because Cummings said that you are not going as vice president to President Baka that one may ANC got one person. That's not it. Never will I subscribe to that conversation, Baka. I believe that the ANC failure began at time that when she left the political space, when the collaborating political parties broke up, the ANC were going to focus their approach on gaining and attracting people to them. The ANC will focus their approach on evangelism, bringing more people on board. But what she did over the period after the collaboration, the collaborating political parties, understanding that the United Party is one of the traditional political institutions in our body politics since the New Liberia. When I say the New Liberia, I'm confident because we started 2005 now after the Civil War. There's a New Liberia where violence will never be entertained. So when the ANC failed to understand that the United Party is a godfather, the United Party is a godfather in our body politics, now as we speak, that no matter what you do, do what you can do, but don't take a war against the godfather. It's not possible. That's exactly how the ANC started to tread on. Already you had a CDC. So you place the United Party, the ANC placed herself in a position that instead of evangelizing, instead of carrying evangelism, instead of reaching out instead of building consensus, instead of building cells in the different countries, she was basically in Central Monrovia criticizing and critiquing both her fellow opposition figure, the Unity Party, and also the government. So when we enter elections, you know what they did to themselves? They had the CDC spreading wrong myths and disinformation against them. You had the Unity Party as well challenging them. So it's like a small political party that can, while sitting in a smaller space, you get the government hitting you, you get your own main opposition hitting you. So it's like they just squeeze you in a way where you can shake again. So that's how. So the 7% that Cummings got in 2017. The reason why he didn't get in 2018 because when the CDC were hitting those ones that voted Cummings back then, like believe what the CDC said, they went to the CDC. Those ones that supported the ANC in 2017 believe what the Unity Party say against the ANC, went to the Unity Party. So before you know it, that one person left. The 1% of people that left. Those that still believe that Cummings was a good person, that despite what has happened, were the ones that left. So you see how myths and disinformation sells out. You see how it kills our political space. So what am I saying this morning? That if Cummings will want to return to our politics with having a strong and a formidable force, he cannot return to the politics and start to criticize the CDC. The CDC is not a business. The CDC is not a boy you want to take from power. Now the person you get is the Unity Party. So how you do it? Constructively you engage. So you come at first, not necessarily come and jumpstart criticism. The reason why Simon Freeman has spent 15, 16 years in the country, you can come on the top 5 presidential candidates. And I'm thinking even the next 20 years, whether you even come around the top 2, or being the top 2 or persons, if you were the continual contestant for presidency. You know why? Because he's focused on criticizing instead of building consensus. Understanding that the CDC and the Unity Party is a traditional and already established political party that have the base. Today, were you to ask me where the movement for economic empowerment base in Moserado, they counted with over 900 people. You can get 1,000 people said of over you. A country of over 900, over 1 million registered voters. The ANC cannot get 500,000 persons. Cannot get 200 persons to vote for them. I think ask yourself why. Because when you start focusing on criticism instead of building a consensus as an opposition figure, okay, your criticism will be falling on deaf ears. Because who you criticizing, who you wanted to, who are those you want to listen? You wanted to listen. So, like the CDC, you see, the CDC have the base in Moserado. So, for instance, if the CDC said that they are sycamore tree and they criticize a bit and they feel their criticism, there's no impact, they can go down Waterside, they can go West Point, they can go Newtown, and go have a press conference there, and they will still have cheering squad. When the United Party think that they criticizing too much and getting it, they can go Jofa County, Jokota, or they go Jokota, they go Amagashi, they go have a press conference there.
They will still get results.
They will get our people there. But ANC get better, right? Even at Hollywood State, they can't go nowhere. Okay.
Why is it that they don't have a base?
Because they're not bringing on evangelists. Those they bring on are people that want to steal. Those they bring on are people that they are the Reuben. The Reuben White, right? Where usually they go to steal. They go to steal from the rich. That's how it is.
Louis Brown,
the others. So what could happen is that if the ANC, if Cummings will redesign the approach, go look for young, visionary, passionate Liberians, ones that have not sold their loyalty to the political institutions, and recruit them. Go in the very universities, recruiting young people. They are the ones now. Bring them on. Start to build them as leaders. Give them authority. Then they start to do it. Then, for instance, I tell you, I give you an example. Were you to look at, for instance, a new bread political party, right? Come and pick you and go maybe director for press. You get everything to tell you there. You already your level, a bit of improve. When you can't tell me, Harris, I think you got to come to the political party. Can I be working here? But me say I won't follow you to go. Yeah. But that's it. Because I understand that the cities are there. I only there because of loyalty. But I'm not get anything from them. So that level. So when Cummings start recruiting, bring on more evangelists, bring on young people that are waiting, that was getting father, they can use that father and reach out. Now they wonder why you get a father, they take that father, they'll take that when they balance to that, they call people and get it 1 cent. Then I see 1 cent, they'll get it people that people go out and go, the people already have problem with you. So that's exactly what Kumi will have to do. Start to bring on young, energetic Liberians that have now sold that loyalty to political institutions that are willing to be part of politics.
And another thing to add up to what you said, Harris, I think he need to have a base or a county that he can depend on to represent him or to fight for him, no matter what it is. Because Mr. Kumis, for instance, they have been, he can point at a county to say, oh, I'm from this county, I'm from Maryland, I'm from Grand Crew, I'm from Lofa, I'm from this place. So I would depend. The United Party may depend on Lofa County. The United Party may depend on Cape Mount, Bapolu, and other places, other counties. Even in Masrado, it becomes a United Party become a formidable force in getting numbers in Masrado County. But now, where can the alternative National Congress of Mr. Cummings point at to say, oh, this is where that we are depending on, no matter where it is, if we go to the particular county, we'll accumulate X amount of votes from there. No, there's no county for Mr. Cummings and his political party. And that's another thing that is suffering them. And like you said, re-strategizing, getting the energetic Liberians, the younger folks. It may not be this election comes 2029. It may start now, preparing yourself for 2029. But getting recycled politicians on board of your political party, it's not happy at all. And you have tried this for 2 consecutive elections. You are not getting there. First, you got 1%. This month perform. I don't know what next you need to do. You need to go back and sit down and re-strategize on how you can come and count up. Maybe you and Jeremiah can go to a race. The man will flock you. Yes, of course, he will flock you. Even the we are that milk the system, damage the country. You go in your election with we are, he will flock you again, Mr. Cummings. There are certain people that if you go into election where they'll flock you. So now, what can you do to get that position, to get to the presidency?
Man, I'm thinking like, right? Buckeye. Let me put it in a simple Liberian English. As we speak currently, if Cummings dwell on the same strategy he used for 2 elections, you put me against Cummings. You have to everybody when they put me and Cummings, I win. I've been serious, you are winning.
They may get number 2.
I'm telling you, but from 7 to 1, you say you get a number. That's the biggest defeat we have ever witnessed in our politics. From 7 straight to 1. I don't know if that one said the count out in the go say he's gonna get some 0 point something. Yeah, I don't know if the count out in the go or what, brother. So that's exactly what for us. We're the best. We want a competition. You're not made a country be looking at 2-party system.
Yeah.
Now why you're trying to do it? Well, when I United Party that ANC, I'm saying that CDC, ANC you can make the change. But Cummings, if you dwell recycle politicians, you know what is happening? The recycle politicians they coming to get what they ain't get here. The high looking. That's why you see, and what do you when General Kase can open a POP when you go bring women pay already I'm just hungry passing around. Go bring women pay and pay
to survive saying you half for women pay.
Go pay women pay plenty of money around
carrying South Africa and barcode suit for him.
What happened here? What is happening? What a POP today? But you gotta be serious. I was female, look at everything and make it one small go up at the DTV money manage it.
They didn't make a whole press conference.
They ain't bringing nobody.
Nobody, they wanted everybody. They want everybody there.
But the problem about it, they may not bringing nobody. They men too not picking around, they may not empower the picking. I don't know why they make it tell a vibe president not getting any vote.
They make it, yeah.
But man, when you see me from me one, when they come in, I'm saying when the National Election Commission say if you want to contest for president, you want vice president, that one like a choice.
Vice president. Let's go to the phone line, folks. 0778-665-699 this morning. 0778-665-699 or 0880-561-644. Line, 0778-665-699. And you will be live with us this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show. We're just talking about national politics and how political parties are preparing themselves for the 2029 elections. Yeah, I don't know what your take on the talking point this morning. 0778-665-699 or 0880-561-644. Once again, 0880-561-644 or 0880-561. Let's take this person here quickly on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, gentlemen?
We're doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, thank you. So this is Johnny Lewis, and I'll call you from District TV.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
All right, thank you. You see, our brothers from across the opposite Lone Star, they are not yet ready to know for anything. Now listen, that Sagomon tree that they're calling, that Sagomon tree is a good place to be. But you know how transformation took place in Zaire life? The man did not remain under the Sagomon. That's the only way he got transformed from tax collector and the road to whatever Jesus wanted him to be. So look at under the Sagomon tree, even the plan also was still on there. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in. 0778-665-699. Let's take somebody from this line here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Bwaka and Harris.
Yeah, welcome, man.
Thank you. What people are saying this morning, I see reason. Mr. Kumi left, he went. He's sitting in America buying 400,000 car. They are not thinking about even bringing company, to start his work soon. Man, like Jeremiah come from Nimakande vote Rich County at that rate. Who will put forward him? Nobody will put forward him. I enjoy your program this morning. Really, the way you're analyzing, I enjoy it this morning. And I want you to do a favor for me. The government program that started, I think, the day before yesterday. You can please send me a link on this form. My children want to partake, but they try to get it, they can get it.
Okay, the website is Liberia Digital Project. Liberia Digital Project. Just log onto Facebook, you will see it.
Okay, Liberia Digital Project.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. 0778-665-699. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Harris?
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
This is Pascal Davis.
Yeah, go ahead, Pascal. You're live.
Let me say good morning to Bwaka. So you have had this unique conversation, and somebody only called to talk about people on a Sagomon tree. We have to add value to the show. If you got nothing to contribute, just remain silent. The guys took almost an hour to talk about several different issues, only for you to call and talk about people under the Sagomon tree. Harris and Bwaka talk about community and the vice president has changed the committee. And they are accurate that it is meant to elevate the presidency of Kong in 2029. My people, when the vice president is chosen by the standard bearer for party, it means they both agree to work as a team. It doesn't necessarily mean that there will be a committee set up to have you promoted. No. If the government succeeds, it is Kong that has succeeded with Mr. Bwaka, except for Mr. Bwaka, the president, who told the world that was a race car park in the garage. You see, sometimes when people make analysis, it's up to you as an individual to contextualize what people have said for you to make your point. My people, it is a very he doesn't have to make a seven committee. How is serving on a committee different? You being a vice president. Somebody said Fonati and the rest of the people, they will be seen different because they support their government and election time they want to take us out. No. Prince Johnson was here. He gave George we are name because George was Sekou Z from Nimba, our own. 1 day to election with all the development in Nimba. Prince Johnson supported Mr. Bouaka presidency. Jeremiah Kun chair or co-chair on finance at the Senate, at the legislature. He just went to do it.
Okay.
He was called me today.
All right.
Just 1 day to election, he decided to support Unity Party. We got to stop all kinds of things. That's not the real issue. The government is failing on the path of failure. That's what we should be talking.
All right.
That's the issue, yeah, G.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for calling in. 0778 665 699 0880 644. Let's take another person here on this line. Good morning. Your name is joining us from. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show. This is how you come here and do your discussion for Omega Market.
Okay, welcome, my brother.
Thank you. You see, for some of you, your view or your thought about issues maybe it's influence. For some of who are ordinary citizens, we have the fair view. Let me tell you, my brother, since this government took over, the money that the lawmaker approved of, the budget, we have not seen anything that they do with the money. It's not be specific to follow one ministry. Look at our country now, see how the road bar in Nimba. Then you're talking about Jeremiah Kumpo, Jeremiah Kumpo, like before. Why is Jeremiah Kumpo doing? They only voted for a children's future. They voted again only for a children's future, for children to enjoy.
When last you left Maserado?
When I left Maserado?
Yeah.
I need Maserado. My brother just came from Nimba this morning.
I asked you a very simple question. We're not making flower. Let's have a conversation. When last you left Maserado?
Last month I left Maserado.
Okay. Okay,
so
me,
I was in Nimba last month.
What part of Nimba are you talking about here?
Sakabie.
Sakabie, you said the ruin in Sakabie is bad?
The play president, we have started. What is not doing any impact?
Oh, they play president. Okay, you said they play the president. President, we have stopped. There's no more impact. There's just
nothing at all. Nothing, my man. Nobody should sit in Maria and just fake story.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. Thank you. All right. That's your opinion. 0778 people that are living from there, attest to it. Just a few days, we have people from that part of the country and they attest that the road is good there. So I don't know where you coming from. Let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome. Your name is joining us from.
Morning. Howdy, morning.
I'm doing pretty well.
Okay, this is Titus speaking, calling from 72nd.
Okay.
Okay, when we're discussing the political parties that we come 2029, that we share in the maze, like forget about CDC. CDC, when the audit finish, when the person finish with the audit, CDC will die totally. CDC is a natural death. Nobody will be fool to vote for CDC again. After they are in. So I want to grant for money, our money. If somebody that got temper, he don't want to work with somebody, and let them look for somebody who got experience. You know, at least if the government, then they will know. But you're not just come from behind the horse that will come make you president. You say you can't accept no other position except presidency, as if that he power fan that he must come control. So that what make Kumi, and Kumi will never and never go first, but it will be half of Kumi. Because if you think that you can be president, you must start from somewhere. But say he did not starting from somewhere, Kumi can be president. And then George, we are pretty soon. Again, they will go. They will not be.
All right. Thanks.
And call from Bernard to be precise right after the LDA here.
Okay, welcome, sir. You're live with us this morning.
Thank you so much, guys. I want to appreciate that for the conversation this morning. Actually, I think this is my second time or third time listening to your morning program. And I'm actually impressed over the analysis you guys are making. It is true, we still have young and fresh minds in Liberia that are trying to avail themselves in certain form of manner so that they themselves can have national contribution in the country.
Sure.
But people like Cummins, people like Fimo are not coming down to the limit of the people. They come and remain high up in the state. That's why you see United Party still dominating. That's why you see the George Weah Party still dominating. Myself, telling you to be honest, I'm a Weahian because I see myself in the life of Weah. Looking at somebody who progressed from nowhere and coming to even become the president of a state. Myself, I still have a serious conviction that I can still become like him. So we need other people that will come, bring themselves down, start people like the same way football players go to start our players. But you still going after other team, people that are in other football team who make an impact in our football team are the very people you want to grab and bring it on your team. But we still have people smart, still looking for people that we find ourselves in a position after people who we feel that we can see ourselves in them. So they let us come in there and the other people, they don't want to come down to the grassroots so that we can adapt ourselves to them. So that we see ourselves in them, but they can't remain hard class. They go for the elite. They go after people who will come and speak American English. No disrespect to people who live in America. So you see, I actually admire analysis this morning. I'm actually impressed with it. They are not really people. Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm Thank you very much for your analysis. I have a little input on the show. Like I know that Braga was doing some comparisons, so I just want to reason. I just want to throw my little light.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, I hear someone saying that the like Brompo 2029, we're talking about we gave United Party 18 years, so we got to get the other people. No, I think that would be the best way to sell themselves. Because even the going election, they were saying the same thing that United Party ruled and the country for 12 years, so did that same again for 12 years. No, that's what we ain't. We will elect you based on your performance. Even though we know that President Boakai will not contest Council 29 because he is, we know that Jeremiah Kwanku will be the face of United Party. So we will not say, because United Party do not perform to the expectation of the Liberian people, so which means Jeremiah Kwanku cannot do that. Because what people were saying when President Boakai said that he was an old car parked in the garage, people never understood his way of speaking, the literary trend he was speaking. People say, he failed the Liberian people, and they forget to know that he was a vice president, and vice president could not make any decision with all the president approval. So, for me, for CDC to come back, because when I say I'm not looking at Paul Akumi, because Kumipa, I don't think so. He will go and have a fun time in Morocco. Then 1 month to election, then you want to come for Liberian people to vote for him, he'll be making the mark. He can spend a lot of money. He had to be on the ground and associate himself with Liberian people, let know what he's doing, what he impact in his country, so that we can vote for him. So for CDC, they are already done, because if they already know that we get government, we do that the government to bring us things that people have been doing in this country going free.
All right, thank you.
The money for the country going free. That is government prosecuted.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take another person here. Good morning, welcome.
Okay. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name, where joining us from?
Okay. I'm calling from District 2. Somalia Drive.
Yep. So what's your name?
My name is John Gisipo.
Okay.
We're talking about party that will be coming to power 2029.
Yeah.
From my analysis, comparing UP with the CDC, ANC, onward.
Yeah.
For what we passed through 2021, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah.
CDC was launching or they were doing their campaign on Okaha Bapre Ihi. Goka was a dead man. Now they're not talking about battery business now. Goka say, okay, since we were in power, you're supposed to audit us. You didn't have to do that. I audit I will audit your government. In the process of auditing the government, some of them have run away. Any guy that did not come back to face justice, I see citizens not coming back. On a serious note, if they come back and face justice, he who guilty, who not guilty, they set them free. We say yes, this and that. But if they did not come back, CDC people did not come back. Those who are allegedly being accused for taking government money illegally, if they don't come up to face justice, sorry for CDC. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 0778 665 699. Once again, 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644 0880 561 644. The ladies line is 0776 549122. Let's take Pangomo Camara on this line. Pangomo, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Baka. Yeah, I'm beginning. Yeah, I said, I don't know how to. Yeah, can't give me the correct picture. We've seen, I said, I got my own will. You must be Jeremiah Kufa president. I said to my living I know you love the man more than anybody. They can't have Jerry left. But my living grew all year. Boy, and grew all year. You got no a Jerry or him. You got Guinea a Jerry. You got Labra a Jerry. Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone. That's the only one I can be. When you can't go let out a hamburger, eat the hamburger, you don't know. Come and you come in. When we were cowboy in Tabata, I know his mother, his father has elementary school there. But in that area, nobody knew in Tabata now. It's class. It is a mommy, Jeremy, or John Cogobia there. And they were made the former LRA boss now, woman now, or FGA. Now he made it. But beside that one, Mela Gomo, nobody knows you now, beside me. So you live in an environment. If you live in an environment, if your horse is live in, you know what part of the day the wind passing through. People you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. Mama said if you that will last the finish people their own farm road. Because if you put your farm road and not in the money, you will don't worry.
So that Mr. Kumi coming to one, eh?
No, Mr. Kumi, no. I say you don't understand the parable I'm saying. Nobody knowing that. We know him.
All right, thank you so much, Pangomo. Let's take another person, 0778. We are still anticipating the arrival of our guest as soon he arrives. That's Honorable Jeremiah Sokan from River G County. That's Grand County. As soon he arrives, we'll be taking him this morning. Let's take this person. Good morning. Your name is joining us from. Welcome to the Punch Breakfast Show.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Bill Ruben Gongo. I call you from my resident in Wiwa community.
Welcome, Mr. Gongolo.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for your analysis. It was splendid.
Are you a relative of Tiawan?
No, I'm Congo.
Okay, Gongo. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Gongo.
Yeah. But regarding the road issue that you were talking about, how the past government said it was bad road medicine, huh?
Yeah.
I said I know that that was one of the main reasons why I even supported them. Because for me, I get three interests in this country: agriculture, road, and community development. But all the road they in the country, that they two I can get them credit for. I get them credit for two. The two that I get them the credit for, I get them 100% for one. I get them 50% for one. The one that I get them 100% for is the one in high quality play across the bridge. There are rough people there, right?
Yeah.
That two community road. When they were building that road, I went there. I interviewed 12 persons there. How the people who I interviewed, the thing they said, it was to the letting of the people when they build that road. That road, they don't carry any groundbreaking ceremony there. And all the people who spoke to the 7 person, the 12 person that spoke to the 7 that considered that view, what they said was splendid and they acted according to the way the people wanted to bring development. The second one I gave them credit for that the road in my community here. When the Third Man United Methodist Church going to the war, the police academy. I gave them 50% for the one because when they were building the road, we never saw, my brother, we never saw any engineer from public works to come and carry on inspection here. The road, the build here, the drainage that they sit here. All the water can move in the drainage, come in my yard, enter my house. Now, as I'm speaking to you, the water in my house here, nobody came from public works. And when you build the road in the country, engineer can come from public works to come inspect.
Yeah.
We never saw anything that the company that built the road here, they did everything that, why you want to say whether it was good or wrong. Nobody can here complain. Nobody can here to say any other thing today as I speak to you now. I think in the water here.
The water moving from the drainage going to your yard.
Water can move from the drainage and come in my yard. So, for the fact that they did credit for the road is that they never carry on groundbreaking ceremony and send 1847. Nobody, no comment. I want thought of about the road.
Okay.
So the two roads, the road to Do community and the road in Weaver community here, I give them credit for it. Do community, I give them 100%. For the one a year, I gave them 50% because there was no follow-up, there was no checking.
Because the water enter in your area, you give them 50% for that one.
Not even my one. Other people know the water can move on the yard. Other people yard without my one.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take another person. Let's take this person here. Good morning, welcome.
Morning. My name is Abraham Saleh, and I'm
yeah, Abraham, you have to change your position a bit. You are coming in a little bit. Yeah, okay, go ahead, AB.
Okay, I am Abraham Saleh, once again. I call from Bernard Farm.
Okay,
let me appreciate you guys so much this morning for your analysis. Indeed, you can say in there and what you have said this morning. But what I want to say to the government this morning is that we as people with disabilities, matter of fact, I'm a person with visual intelligence.
Okay.
We as people with disabilities, our head at the National Commission on Disability is not somebody to actually lead us. The matter of fact is that we think that guy was imposed on us, and he has a very good character, and he just demonstrated indeed what we told people. The moment he knew was announced in the public, from all who know him and thought that he has been imposed on us. You understand? So I want for the president to indeed look at that.
So since he got appointed, what have he done? Is it that because we saw him sharing rice lately to the stable homes and other places. I don't know what you are talking about. What's the problem here?
So thank you so much. The National Commission on Disability works with on the 8 PPO here, talking about disabled people organizations. Okay. So we had a meeting prior to that distribution talking about with the president at the ministerial complex. In that meeting, he announced that people should stay to their various organizations and openly say he's going to be carrying food there. So I tell you for free, if you want the record, I can send it to you. Only 3 or 4 organizations benefited. Okay, in that meeting, the president they gave us 1,500 pesos, right? He announced that in the meeting through Romas David. Okay, and then he gave us 5,000 United States dollars. I'm told there was sort of, negotiation made, and there were increasing. Sorry. So 4 or 5 organizations benefiting. That does not actually mean that the entire disabled people are benefiting. And look, disabled people are not only in Monrovia. If you take your microphone to the rural parts of the country, you will definitely look. You can see the street is flooded with people with disability and their children. These children are supposed to be in school. I'm not putting them with talking here. We're talking about somebody who can push it.
It's the book organization we have.
78.
78.
Yeah, 78
and you say,
organization in Montserrat.
Okay, in Montserrat. And you say how many persons have benefited? How many organizations have benefited so far?
So, to the best of my understanding, 5 organizations benefited.
Okay.
5 organizations.
Okay.
So, they told us they are going to share the organization, but all of a sudden, people start to say, oh, they say they carry food to SKD. To SKD, someone who I'm a general secretary for an organization, but I'm speaking my capacity as Abraham started this morning.
Okay.
Realize. So the president needs to visit our appointment and see reason that
so
somebody
Abraham, we have taken down all of the statistics that you have given us. We'll reach out to him. We'll try our best to get his contact and reach out to him, because we need to bring him on the show. So at least he can come and explain himself, so he can come and talk to the people and on this, because if you are given 1,500 Becker right, we don't know how many Becker right he's giving to each institution. Do you know of that?
Yes, an organization called a Hoping God Association for the Blind received 10 Becker rights to 25,000 levels. Because I'm told further negotiation was made with the president and the second lady. Then an increasement was made. The rest was out of that. Yeah. So based upon our backdraft, organization received 10 days of rent with 25,000 liberty. But I'm saying why he couldn't go across.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He told us to stay to our office the other day on a Saturday. I did a heavy rain. We stay there from in the morning up to 7 o'clock in the evening. He told I get kind of, because he said he wanted to do haircuts, the number of members, people submitting, and the number is real.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Can you just listen to the radio? I will call up my number so you can call me up on it. Okay.
All right, Chief.
Yeah. So, sorry, you are off. Okay.
Towards that, the bit of information that I have is that as we speak, the distribution exercise still ongoing. Yeah. I think a day ago or so it was in Broadville. And so that's so far what I know about that. I know that they received 1,500 bags of rice. I know they received 5,000 United States dollars. And the distribution, the last time was at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex. Some group was there. I think a day or two ago, there was in Broadville. And another information that they should be in Carysboro, one of the areas in Montserrat as well. But again, we will follow up on that as well, Boakai. And in the soonest possible time. So our guest just informed us that he will be a bit very soon. He will be here. Yeah, I think it's
so the brother that called, you can later on call me on 0776549122. I want to get the guard number from you. So later on, you can call me on 0776549122. Yeah, call me up on our number there, and let's talk on later on 0776549122. But I take this person here on this line here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, anywhere joining us from?
I'm just calling for my nice screen resident.
Just
for a discussion you guys carry on this morning. Yeah, most especially beating on the CDC officials. They need to come back for investigation to tell how to use our money for this year. And Mr. Kumin shouldn't use a dream of coming back to the president because he now worth.
that you say that thing, man. They made a presidential candidate.
They may now worth. You can't tell me that someone child school for the first semester you come with 1990, second semester you come with 60, where you come from? Who born you?
Maybe the teacher then lie on the man, or the teacher then not grade the man good. That's why they make him out 60.
Okay, but then no problem. Then you must find you must see how they say who that school happy school fee. Thank you, Mr. Bora. I want to appreciate what the president is doing now. Mr. Bora needs to focus. He shouldn't listen to any rumors. Let him do what he can do for the Liberian people. And for Samuel Twe, if you're letting him living in America, you say kind of that go one day and you'll pay our money. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks so much for calling in. 0778 665 699 0880 561 0880 564. We're still taking your calls. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anyway, joining us.
Yeah, thank you. This is once again. You see, what on my mind when I see that then coming on the side saying that I'm supposed to say this, supposed to say this. But let me come again. You see, I was sometimes blame our government, right? These guys that I knew were mentioned in the other report, they could have issued the extra on them before calling their names. You see, Melatue, he on the wrong. You see, once the guy was issuing the extra report, they couldn't have left this country. They'll be right here, they'll be prosecuted. I mean, you say your hair is clean. Why couldn't you use the here and then you go yourself? That's the law. But you run away here and there, making more here and there. I mean, I don't know. Thank you very much. That pastor come back and debone me.
Okay, thank you so much. We're not doing that here on the show. The phone lines 0778 665 699 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 Good morning, welcome.
Baba, good morning.
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I think Daniel joining from Yebe Junction.
Okay, Daniel.
The guy called when I said the people to be started reform, they will buy him after and Jackson. They know him yesterday, they were pressing the place. So then I say, if better keep on him yesterday,
maybe he better use different route now, so that's the problem.
I got him. Now, Karen Jackson, when he yesterday. All that thing I was saying, don't you know, we see myself. So that line is doing it. I keep it on.
All right. Thank you so much. Maybe the man better use different routes, so we can disprove that too. Maybe the guys are gonna road la not face yet. So like Salah he better use. I will still take your calls 0778 665 699. Let's take this person here quickly. On the line. Good morning. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Rufus, calling from the most deserted district number 10. So,
yeah, we are getting a feedback. Can you just lower the receiver in the background? No. Let's take this other caller here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. This is Way, and I do join you from my Portland Road this morning.
Welcome, Way.
Yeah, what's mine this morning? It's the issue that has to do with the current situation that is at the Buchanan Port in the County. It's a serious alarming situation right now that the government needs to take serious.
So bring your own topic for us.
Oh, I just tuned on the radio, Chief.
Yeah, they can't bring your own topic.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, just go ahead, my brother.
Oh yeah, right now the information reaching our deck says that the current president of the Republic of Liberia have mandated the former senator who is now the director, and they have downsized about 30 workers at the Buchanan Pool, claiming that they were with the former ruling party and they were supporting the former government. So for that reason, so these guys have already left the port, and it's a serious alarming situation right now in Buchanan. So I just thought to bring it out to the public so that the media too can do their background investigation. So that
you say how many persons we are talking about here?
30 some plus persons at the Buchanan port.
Okay, all right. We'll follow up on that story. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. 0778 665 They may bring your own topic, so no problem. We'll make a follow up. Yeah, we're still taking your calls on the phone line. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, Harris. Good morning. Welcome.
Brother, this is Jim Plomo calling from Ghana. Brother, because looking at the CDC now, I don't think that when CDC contest against any political party that they will win. Because there's other people who see so there are case instances position already against the CDC already. But they're working on we are they're working to listen to the other report. Because we are preparing ourselves, working when the other report comes, do not CDC. I'm not our CDC will be the further now case to convince me. I will not be convinced because I believe that the meaning of CDC that is dirty. Don't say no things. When you adore your door, so no CDC can bring nothing on the floor again no longer. So we are working on them, and we are asking the president to speed up and bring this other report to a quiet state because working with that man will try to find a way out. And for somehow this confusion also to say, oh yes, for that we will vote against because these are some of the things we want for our president now to do. When you do, that's the thing that you get out the courage to vote it over and over again. So we are encouraging you to speed up, and we are working on the other report. Thank you very much, brother.
So much. We're still bringing that other report, but there is report coming in from Lofa County of a ground vibrating from Yekpedu town in Lofa County. I don't know. You follow that story?
Yeah, it was on the news this morning. I listened to that as well. We hope to reach out subsequently. Perhaps tomorrow we'll bring a full detail about that. How exactly that happened and the situation they pose to the people. This is a symptom we say that those that live around concession areas, Poakai, it is at a disadvantage as well. So tomorrow we will come off a full report. I was thinking as well to reach out to our brothers there in Lofa as well, so we can receive the first information about what actually happened.
Okay, let's take some more calls here. Good morning.
Good morning, Wakai. Let me say good morning to the family of Punch FM.
Yeah, your name is joining us from. Welcome. You are live with us.
Yeah, I'm Ramsey Joseph, and I do join you from district number 5. Actually, I've been following you, but this last one you talk about is happening in my hometown. Yes. Yeah, concerning about
Yekpedu.
Yekpedu. The town name is
Yekpedu.
Yeah, Yekpedu is the place where the former defense minister came from. Benny Samuka.
You say what's your name?
I'm Ramsey Joseph.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have any detail about this situation? Have you received a call from people that reside? If yes, what are they telling you?
Yeah, I got the information on ELBC. I did follow with my family. I call my brother, I call my sister. They confirm it. The town is located on a hill, and there's a big hill where the town is located. But we yet to see the government to send the EPAs to do an investigation. Whether someone is doing a manning around, we didn't really know yet. Yeah, so the government needs to do it fastest, as fast as possible, because the town have about 2,000 human beings plus living there. It's a very big town, yes, very big town. 2,000 human beings plus live there. So,
and they said they've been experiencing this for almost 2 different times now. That's what I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one happened. My mom called me. She told me, and then it happened again. This one that they generally have to report on it. So now some people said flip on the town. Some people they have villages.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. We'll make a follow up. There's a ground vibrating in Ukpedu, in Lofa County. That's the report coming in this morning. It's a situation, and we are calling up the government to make a follow up on the story. But let's go back to the phone line. Take this caller. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah. Good morning. Your name is joining us from. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm David S. II. I'm calling from the Puebla Road, to be precise, about the former defense minister Iro Dano Chi.
Okay, welcome. You're live with us. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. I've been fighting hard on the Punch FM today. It's my first time. And yeah, I enjoy you guys in studio. May God bless you guys.
Thank you.
You know, one thing I want to tell people is that those who always anticipating or receiving a former president, we are back into the presidential end or the political era. President, we are plainly told us that he's not a political material. I mean, that means a football player. He does not even have the perfect, senses, or be a politician. They shouldn't force that man. They shouldn't force him. And one thing I really trust President Boubacar for is that for all reasons I voted for him. I did every other thing because he told me. I believe that President Boubacar is not a liar. He said he is that he will audit the past exactly between it. And one of the things again he said the economic and the economic crime code, the economic code and the work crime code will be established. And I'm praying hard for that to be done here, my brother. Liberia, the oldest nation in Africa. Look at us, how we're looking at people don't even understand. They have been everything because of for their own academic. If you're by President Boubacar, we will stay behind you every day and night. I'm praying for you for all the wicked people that have done this to Liberia. Look, to be brought, even President Weah himself. Look, once they want to see him also to go to office. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in 0778-665-699. We're still taking your calls on 0778-665-699, 0880-561-644. Let's take another person here quickly. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from.
Thank you. This is Gabriel Womo. I'm going to tell you single this morning.
Okay, Gabriel.
You know, a laughable what some of the people on President Boubacar to see, want to see former president. We are imposter. You know, it is quite unique. When you look at a former president, it's a what president we are doing. So, the United Party is pushing on. Don't move to order your 3 times corrupt. Any other government in Israel, Liberia. And today, the Liberia did not listen to them.
Hello. You know, when John Molu said, and then what surprised us by that time was former President George Weah coming and grading the United Party 80%. That's the problem because we wanted him to prosecute them.
We want to put it power. Okay, he's a politician. He did that.
Well, so much of John account, but we shouldn't talk we are on account. We should take
Makodi is asking, so we should trust John Molu account, but we shouldn't trust John Weah, right?
Yeah, we take John Molu account because John Molu is one of the other things.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
And President Weah is a political power, so he would do any other thing. And some of us do that also. We are not bad from President Weah. That's some of the things some of us voted for, to prosecute any government. That's the shortcoming. But let me say this to you: the United Party government, the intent of who harm the country, they are the one that harm the country. You serve the same conservative agreement in the country. And you not do what all the international best center. Okay, then you stay here, you tell me no. So that in your corner, he said today, tomorrow, there will be no more CDC. Job, we are not ready. What I said there, we have to also observe how not people talk to Leo. I think I call it the way you talk to president, former president. We are acceptable. I think when necessary, when you're very necessary, chaplain for here. Some people will not come on the platform, and didn't go from our president of Jeddah Baga in a form of manner. So you know you got to monitor someone. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, thank you, and we hope you be participating, my brother. All right, so 0778-665-699, 088-056, my brother. The man say we should take the account of John Molu seriously, and don't take Josh Weah on seriously, because Josh Weah is not a politician. All right, no problem. We stay my dad, my brother. 0778-665-699.
John Weah great. Salif, he passed Salif in. The message know that all of but the one is denigrating.
Let's look at that one. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. I have to call back because of the feedback.
All right.
I'm Rufus Sefa calling from district number 10, the most deserted district in Mosara County. Yeah, so I just listened to the pastor. I'm not going to keep on you. I think you people have your own analysis of what he said. If you have a very decent show, and I like the analysis this morning about our political politics. Let's be real. Cummings is not a politician for this country, and we should even see him come anywhere close to our presidency. The style of politics is archaic, and you need to go back and think on what you can do to reform himself. For those people from across the Sakimo tree, let's wait for the audit. At the end of the day, when the audit has finished dismantle all of them, and then we are probably, some of them will be like in jail, and some of them will seek asylum, or some of them will go yes, that then we won't have anyone making noise around here. We only have like a single party standing strong. So we do wish for a democratic process in 2029, but we know that in the party may retain power. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We respect everybody's view on the show. Just do a save. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, morning.
Your name is joining us from?
Manny Harrington, we are from Looking Down. I mean, this show is correct. The way power that we have with all the frequency. Someone want to get it, especially you don't enjoy is a problem. But I can enjoy it. I can try all my best to get it. And Nana on.
Okay, you own Nana. Express yourself.
Yes. Yes. Now, you are talking about the issue of Coming,
Yeah.
No. You know, Coming he make a political mistake. If you look at Coming on 2017, you can really see the ground root of the people you're dealing with. Nana, who was the founder of that party. You can see the involvement of the people. But when you brought him, other people, Yakura, then Musa Berete, then other people, they were running an elite. You get me?
Yeah.
So all the people then that were the real people, the original group then, the grassroots then, you put it aside.
So that what damaging here?
Yeah, that what damaging. Okay. He was doing what elite. Even when you go to America, in America there, whenever the men reach America, you know what you can do?
No.
The men reach America when they have to give research. When they say ANC doing something, they'll be charging people money to enter.
They'll be charging people money to enter.
Yes.
Okay.
Even the reason show they have now in America, people be paying money. So Coming, what he did was he divorced himself from the people. But didn't want elite.
So what do you think he can do to get the people back before take leave of you?
Huh? Me, I will not talk for you.
So you know what? You know what? Get me idea?
Yeah, you know, consultants say that money.
Thank you so much, Harris. Yeah, we do have our guest already live in studio, so we have to cross over to him quickly.
Yeah, of course, and we are not taking calls again.
Yeah, we're not taking calls.
We apologize, folks. We're not picking calls again. We transition now. We have of us. The representative of District Number 1 in Grand Judah County, the Honorable Jeremiah Sokan. The last time we had him here was that before the elections? Yeah, before the by-elections was the last time, and he assures of his confidence that he's going to win elections. Officially, we say congratulations. I think since after the elections, this is the first time we have in conversation.
True. Waka, let me say thank you so much for the opportunity. And to the management of Punch FM, I'm grateful. Of course, you said it rightly that I was here. The last time I was here was on the eve of election. This is my very first time coming back to you after the election. I'm very happy to see you again. Maybe every electoral cycle, I need to see you before going for election. Yeah, maybe you're seeing you before going for election probably.
It's an addition.
Is a game changer. So again, I'm happy to be in your presence this morning, and thank you again. And let me apologize for coming a little late here because I was really reading like 10. So, but I'm glad to be here.
Okay, and we must acknowledge as well how you respond to us anytime we hit on you. When we say there's a need, we come have conversation. You always, even before becoming representative and now being representative, you always give us the audience, that of which we must acknowledge this morning on this radio. And so, Waka, we move strictly, we look at the district a bit, and then we transition to other national issues. Let's look at district number 1 in Grand Judea of recent, since you took over. How exactly things has been with the people?
Well, very good question. Let me every time I have the opportunity, it's not too much to thank the people of Grand Judea County, District number 1, for their kindness and their goodness towards me by allowing me the opportunity of having tried many times. First, second time, and then the third time they said, look, let's give him a chance. So I'm very grateful and I'm thankful for the opportunity that they have given to me, selecting me among several, if not many of the sons and daughters of that great place, that great district, the land of the rising sun. I count myself blessed and fortunate to have this opportunity. Since my ascendancy, we have been in the district 3 or 4 times now since April. We've been back there to our people. We constantly and continuously interact with them. We are in touch. I think the latest, the most recent time that I was there was on the consultation of legislative project then, weeks ago. So I'm very happy to be in touch with them. I guess that they will continue to assess, evaluate, and then rate my action with them. But from my end, I think we're doing very well. We stay in touch, and we are tackling the issue, the real issues that affect the district. So I'm glad that we're doing it together.
Has the wounds of the elections been healed, as to speak? In terms of reconciliation.
I think one of the good things that I can remember from the election, despite that the election was free, election also is something to underscore. It will go without notice, right? And totally professional group of people so who understand that election is like a game, a sport game. Yes, for 90 minutes for soccer games, right? 90 minutes, you are there, you become, opponent for 90 minutes. And then once 90 minutes are over, look, you get back, families, become opponents during 90 minutes. And then after that, they get back together and start to move on. I think that's the best analogy I can give to the situation in Grand Judea post the by-election. Out of us who took part in there, I had an opportunity to reach out to almost all of them. They also had an opportunity to pay me, some of them paid me a visit, even in the office. We assure each other of protecting and working together to relax the developmental constraint and the conditions to improve the condition of our people there. So I look forward to that collaborative, consultative, and inclusive engagement with them, alongside them, to address HO problems in the district. So the relationship, the reconciliation has been, the interaction between us as heads of our various groupings has really been very good. I see that kind of relationship also trickling down to our followers, our supporters. I see that also happening. It was because of the tone that we at the time are setting to be able to unite and reconcile and all together look at each other as brothers and sisters of the same district.
I was particular before Boka comes in, and because it's been a tradition in our body politics and our governance. Actually, the winner will have a reconciliation program where eyes of different voters, even those that didn't for you, we witness all of you leaders sitting on the round table, and perhaps the different speeches and reawakening the hope of the district that despite I'm not a winner, but the winner is the best, and we are going to work. That assurance, it has the people as well in terms of if there will be disagreement among themselves, because at the final analysis, it is not because of you leaders, it is them that whatsoever action that will happen will have a direct effect. And that's what I was so particular as to whether there has been, or if there is a plan for, a formal reconciliation program.
Well, I think you're right about that. We haven't had an event of that magnitude to name and style in the fashion as you described. But definitely in the coming weeks, months, we definitely would. But I can say overall that our interaction, whether individually, face to face, and sometimes on media like yours, also kind of nurture that spirit of knowing that it's one county, one district, one people, and we need to, and the elections are over. I think that sets a very good tone as well. So we did that. So I think it helping a lot to bring the young people together. And then I had the opportunity to hold a couple of, if not several, public events, right? I brought together a cross section of people, regardless where they came from. My message has been very clear and resounding. That look, elections are over. I'm now the representative of the district. I'm the representative of everyone. My phones, my lines are open to everyone. You can call me, and I encourage the young people who really are the energy, of the district and of the population. Now, look, I think HO way of addressing issue should be done away with. We should only revert to public or protest. If you can't reach me and I'm not able to address the issue, and then we can use protest and other means of public gathering to address the issue. But to the best of my knowledge, that dialogue is the best way, the efficient way to kind of tackle issues and address them. Because even if you went in the street and protest, use all radical means, right? At the end of the day, you will have to sit down and have a conversation as to the compromises that have to take place for you to move forward. So why don't you just make use of this effective medium of interaction, of addressing and resolving issues? So I've always said that to the young people and to the society. Not forgetting, months before the election, or couple of years before the election, we have gone through a very, we went through a turmoil of division, of polarization, of divisiveness, and it really is not healthy. So it's time to heal all the wounds and bond together as want people to move the district and the county forward. So that has been my my message. It has been my my prayers. It has been my interactive mode with everyone else in the district. So I think, but I agree with you. We will need a big symbolic, event where you bring everybody together, who, especially those who are available. Remember, everyone is, have his or her own activities ongoing. So, we bring them together and kind of send that signal that yes, we move forward.
All right. So for my end, I would really want to know from you, what's the status of Putu Mining Company?
Thank you very much. I know, and that's what I expect, because at this point, there are few things in the district when I took over or that drew my attention. In fact, still my desire into leadership. Right. One of those things is the road network in the district. I will always talk about it until we really permanently address that. Two, the electricity situation, making sure that the district is electrified. I will continue to talk about this topic over and over until the real problem is addressed permanently. Then, of course, is job creation. And talking about job creation, Putu is critical and pivotal in that regard. So Putu Iron Ore being, let's backtrack a little bit. Remember that Putu came in the early administration. Putu Iron Ore Mining is a name for a Liberian mining company. The parent company name is Severstal, is Severstal, right? Severstal. This Severstal is a Russian giant steel company. So they came in Liberia, and by 2010, somewhere around September first week, 2010, negotiation discussion on the mineral development agreement were concluded and signed in September 2010. Following that signing of the agreement, 2-3 years down the road, by 2014, a global crisis erupted between Crimea and Russia. That crisis did not go well. It ended on Crimea being totally taken over by Russia and annexed Russia. That action angered the West, and that led to multiple sanctions at all fronts. To understand that about 150 individuals and about 38 businesses in Russia or Russia-owned were affected by the sanctions. Those sanctions made conditions difficult for Severstal. Remember, by the time that the crisis erupted, because that war took place and the annexation of Crimea took place somewhere around March 18 of 2024 or 2014. Right then, in the same March, Ebola crisis emerged in Liberia in the Mana River Union. You know the story. So you have series of situation that just couldn't or stood in the way of making Putu or Severstal Putu to be functional. With those conditions, by 2016, Putu find it difficult because the sanction, the geopolitics then were of such magnitude that impeded the parent company Severstal to move resources, get involved with anything that the West was part of. So that condition or those conditions may Putu to exit. In the words of then the Minister of Mines and Energy, Patrice Sandolo, Putu left Liberia in 2016. Now, since 2016, for us in Grand Jida County, as a representative of the people of the district, I think that in 10 years, doing nothing concrete, doing nothing practically to reactivate or have that mind operational and functioning, it's just, I don't know why it fell through the cracks, how it fell through the cracks. Mind you, that Putu Iron Ore being operational is not only beneficial to the country as a whole, from revenue generating additional collection of taxes and others, it is an opportunity for job creation, huge job creation for all Liberians. At the same time, particularly for Grand Jida County and all affected counties, Putu is pivotal to the transformation, to bringing in a paradigm-shifting development in those counties, particularly in Grand Jida. And so, for you to just or for the government to not take concrete steps and lead efforts to be able to bring the company back, I think it's a total disservice. That action we need to change course. And that's what Grand Jida County look forward to. And as the representative of District 1, the capital of Grand Jida County, we know the economic, national as well, and how and some develop benefits that the constituents in our constituencies, especially from District 1, District 2, District 3, the entire county stand to benefit.
I'm very as quietly listening when you backdate the conversation and as to the impact the company had at the time on the lives of the people, as compared to its absence now. How is it challenging for the people? Counting that from 2016 up to present, is about 8-9 years now running that the company has not been in the country. There are two concerns I have. First of all, we have witnessed in recent times that concession companies across different concession areas, there have been problems. The people, residents in those areas have had dissatisfactions with the operations of different concession companies. That will guide this conversation as to why we want this Putu or not. But at first, as a representative, have you had a direct link with the Simistec, who is the parent company of Putu, so as to have an understanding whether they are willing to return in Liberia? That's one hand. On the other hand as well, as to with that of the conversation with the people and that of the county leadership as well, as to whether this is a unanimous decision from both the locals and that of the county leaders that Putu need to return to the county.
Thank you very much. On the first question, what interaction, what engagement, who are the stakeholders have you reached out to? For Silver Star, the parent company, as a lawmaker, think that but what I've done is that I engaged the military agency that has statutory mandate and responsibility. For instance, the National Investment Commission deals with all investment and all investors in the country. Two, in the sector, mining activities on our Ministry of Mines and Energy. Also, the existing contract has to do with Ministry of Justice. Of course, benefits accrue and still unpaid has to do with Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. So what I've done since ascending to the office of the representative of the district yes, through the horse's leadership, and I want to thank my leader, the Speaker, J. Fonadi Kofa, the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, especially the House of Representatives. He was able, through the Chief Clerk, to invite, based on my communication, to the distinguished August Bali. And we had the opportunity to hold a kind of private conversation or conference in his office. The minister updated us as to efforts that the government is trying to exert to be able to reactivate Putu. We also engaged the National Investment Commission, as well as Ministry of Justice, as well as Ministry of Finance on the matter. And yes, they were also very magnanimous in that they opened up the doors. We had a conversation and were able to brief us. Smaller counties that are affected are in the production area of Putu in the southeast. To be specific, the chair of the Grand Judah Caucus, Senator Thomas Nimen Yaya, called a couple of meetings. We have discussion. We rating to the various institutions as well to inquire on the status of Putu Iron Ore. Why nearly 10 years now, nothing has been done. As a matter of fact, so we, as I can say from where I sit from the vantage point, both, in fact, the president emeritus of the Grand Judah Bar Association, Councilor Zion, together with the current president of the Grand Judah Bar Association, Councilor Kanyo Bala, Ward and I have met and discussed that, look, there is absolute need, and the need is urgent, and that now is the time that we kind of create this awareness, reach out at the highest level of government to be able to raise the urgent need that Putu need to be reactivated, because it brings that financial, economic development relief, not only to Grand Judah, but the southeastern counties, as well as the government, especially in the time where we're looking for way to create jobs. So yes, we've done that. Your second question is, I'm trying to get that.
The first was with the
consultation.
both the consultation with the company, the county leaders. The second I was with the particularly with the leaders. I'm saying with the constituents in the county as well. Whether this is a unanimous decision from them,
it's a no.
As well, because
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I mean, let's say it's almost like you saying, did you consult with your children for them to drink water and eat? It's as a matter of fact, being a parent is one of your primary responsibility, right? They have to eat, they have to wear clothes, they have to be happy. Yeah, you owe that, right? So as representative of the district, for us, when you were elected, because people trust that you will do things to change certain things and make their life better. So it was a concern. In fact, it was during the campaign that, look, few try to figure out who will better reactivate, tackle the daunting task, tackle those issues that people shy away from, or maybe they don't know how to deal with. Who will address this issue? So Putu, job creation, bringing economic life back in Grand Judah County. Yes, I can say comfortably, I don't see anybody. It's like somebody saying no, your child telling you, or you telling your pa, my man, I want to eat, I want to wear clothes, I want to drink. So it is a no-brainer, right? It's an open secret that everyone. Now, the question is, in the next coming weeks or so, the goal that we have from the county, and like I just alluded to, of course, my caucus chair and the entire distinguished colleagues in the Grand Jeddah caucus, you know, they are all on board, making sure that we work with the executive to make sure that Putu gets started since yesterday. That Putu gets started yesterday. What we are trying to do now is to inform the executive or let the executive know that this issue of reactivating Putu has been lingering for almost 10 years. It's just unacceptable. Totally. I mean, it is.
I want to understand something.
Yeah.
Is it the government that is stopping Putu from re-establishing in the county? What's the problem? What's holding them up?
What you have to understand is this. We are not saying, I'm not saying that the government is standing in the way. No. What it is that I'm saying is that for 10 years, for an asset to remain dormant, it means somebody is not putting that topic as front center, making it a priority, and spending time to figure out how to solve it. Because remember, is if you place your priority right, okay, and you said, look, this is what I'm going to deal with, I'm going to deal with it. So even if it is complicated, the more time you spend thinking about it, I think the better you are closer to finding a solution. That is the conversation. What I'm asking is that collectively, as well as even the conversation.
Engineers who could say that we figure as a government to have different companies returning to that area instead of Putu.
No, but you have to understand, don't get caught up in the name. Putu is a name of a mountain.
Okay.
Not necessarily a name of a company. So Putu is a region. In fact, the civil style, for every investment, our law requires that you incorporate a company, star, name, manner in Liberia. So Silver Star, instead of saying Silver Star Liberia, they decided to incorporate a subsidiary, right? That they name after the mountain. So Putu, that's original. So Putu Iron Ore, that's how they decided to name the Liberian company, right? So no, not necessarily Silver Star to return. In fact, that is the real point of this conversation. In section 31 of the MDA, it states that in paragraph 1, paraphrasing, that every 5 years, there should be an assessment review of whether there are changes in circumstances with the parent company, with Putu, or the investor, the government of Liberia, or the geopolitics as a whole. Such change in circumstances will have an adverse we always give both parties, both the government of Liberia and the investor, the opportunity to adjust. So, from 2010 to the very moment that we're speaking, you're talking about a 3 sets of 5 years. So, why having anybody notice that there is a geopolitical change in circumstances? Why having anyone notice that locally that there is an irreversible change in circumstance, in circumstance? Why has the government or the executive adjusted or adjust itself to charter a new course? So the point for me is, it's not that Silver Star should come back.
Should come back.
No, I am saying you have a valid contract that is 25 years and ran now 15 years gone. You're left with 10 more years for that contract to be expired. But the question is, do you want to wait for the people of Grand Jita County to not get no benefit, so for
10 years.
and for 25 years before you take action? The answer is no. Because you provided in the MDA that every 5 years you will check circumstances. But I got 3 sets of 5 years from 2010 to 2015. First 5 years. From 2015 to 2020, the second set of 5 years. We're going to nearly another 5 years. Why haven't you noticed? And after noticing that the circumstances changed dramatically with Russia and the West and the world, Silver Star is crumbling or has crumbled, cannot continue the venture in Liberia. Why haven't you taken steps to adjust? In this case, with a valid contract, you can only go into acquisition. In other words, look, frantically discuss with him, find the money he wants, give it to him, and encumber the asset so it's available. Your ownership is back in, and then you'll be able to find somebody else to take over.
Are people expressing interest, even to your office or any other lawmaker office from the from the county? Are there any companies expressing interest in taking over?
First of all, that's what this conversation is about. Because I public executive or I lives on the matter of what are they discussing, who are they discussing with, for what. I think that's what this conversation is about. It is about now that the National Investment Commission, Ministry of Mine, Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, they have to come and inform and that we need to rally to make sure that Putu comes back. It is not only for Grand Jita and the Southeast, it is for the country. It is for revenue generation. It is for job creation. It is opportunity. In fact, moreover so, it is in the interest of this government to make sure for the very first time, if this company come live, either by the end of this month or by the end of this year or the end of next year, I mean, it will be to your credit because you will have revitalized or bolster certain economic activities by making sure you get a viable, capable, both financially and technically, an investor who can create job and bolster the activities in the country. So, I mean, this is why Grand Jita County, our office with distinguished colleagues, we are taking this conversation so that all of us in Liberia, across the 15 subdivision, can recognize that, look, this matter is a matter of priority. It's urgent that we need to bring to make sure that we find new investor. Pay off Silver Star. Paying off Silver Star, there are two schools of thoughts. One, do you as a government want to pay Silver Star off for what they want and then go back, start looking for investor? Or find investor who has the financial potency, technical know-how, and is ready to not only come in, pay Silver Star off, make sure that some of the community social responsibility is pay them off or pay them off and we needed to be operational like yesterday.
All right. thanks so much. We have to graduate or transition from the Putu. I know your call for this is something that you are following, and you want to see the people of Grange benefiting as soon as possible.
Sure.
And that's a wake up call the government to start doing something as urgent as it is. And, let's have time to out of time. So let's move on to some national issues. Beginning with the road conditions from Grange to here. How is it that? Is it because we are getting conflicting reports? Some are saying it is good, some are saying it is modest, some are saying at least it is trying now than before. I don't know how since when you visited the county.
I'm trying to be exact here, but I'm quite sure that in the month of August, I have not been to Grange.
Okay.
I know I was in Grange before the July 26th.
Okay.
So let me say, Bakai, the road situation in the country is a serious one. You know, the reason everyone's attention is drawn to this is because there will be no sustained economic development, you know, whether it's industrialization or in an economic activity of a huge magnitude without good road network. No,
Yeah.
I'll be joking. Because a guy I had an opportunity to discuss with an investor at some point in time, and we were talking about investment in the Southeast. And when he explained that, look, how do you take huge set of yellow machines, right? Whatever it is, certain equipment that you need to carry for industrial purposes, you can't do it with the type of roads we got. So the conversation around road, the durability of road. So because of the significance of this subject matter, and as a country that is 177 years old, for us to be talking road business, it's it's mind-boggling, right? That's why this kind of debate always gain the kind of attention and spirit, you know, that it always has. Okay. So onto the issue. In the Southeast, from Ganta to Grange, the lasting solution, the durable solution to that corridor is asphalt pavement. You want to relieve the constraint, relax the constraint, must accelerate but not a lasting solution. And I'll give you an example now, and I'll be specific. Up to the time that I was in Zwedru, from Ganta to Zwedru, the road was graded. It's graded. And that grading allows vehicles to leave. So if you take, for instance, from Monrovia to Ganta, maybe 3 hours, some will go 2 hours, 30 minutes, but let's just give it 3 hours. You will leave from maybe Ganta to Zwedru somewhere around 4 hours, maybe hours. Before July 26. The grading was good. But remember, grading is not asphalt pavement in a quota. So when you have heavy rainfall, you see the dirt gets soaked.
Yeah.
And as vehicle move on the road
consistently,
of course, and the vehicle that move on the road, they got various weights. Vehicle truck, smaller one, and that, and so on and so forth. But the fact that you move on the mud back and forward with consistent rainfalling, of course, it's different from drought season when no rainfalling.
Yeah, it becomes a problem.
Exactly. So, in a nutshell, there is a little change now and then, right? Where people used to spend, we spend weeks or days on the road. There's no question from Kanta to Swedru. The very moment, I mean, we can see some improvement in that. So the most important thing that I look forward to seeing as representative of Chen District, Swedru, Grand Jita County, I want to see that the quota from Secretary that is moving towards Tapeta accelerated. I want to see that pavement crossing the Sesto River. I want to see the quota pavement going from Sesto Bridge to Zwedru City and passing through Zwedru City, going to River G and connecting to the mainland. That will be the game changer. Any other thing that we do is a quick impact, right? Which does not, could not, may not be addressing the issue permanently. And so there, whether you see the debate now, somebody will go and say, oh, yeah, car going is slide and all, but yes. Okay, we cannot even boast of a greater role to say the issue is addressed. No, you just maybe for dresses stop the bleeding, but the real focus of a change is to see that that particular corridor is asphalt paved and you relieve the transportation burden. I mean, it's incredible to see how much suffering that people, business people, and people go through on the road. So for me, it is that. Has there been a bit of improvement from past years to now? Is indisputably yes. But will the situation be like that if the rainfall increase tremendously? We all of us are watching to see.
We had, before Bwaka can come in and take us, we had Liberians woke up to the news that the president has set up a committee, road maintenance, rehabilitation, and financing committee. I think primary responsibility as well will be to look at those issues. But there are two concerns. One, with what you just explained, it means that one can predict if there are heavy rainfall, we will go back to the same challenges we experienced some 3-4 years ago along that corridor. That's from one end. And secondly, as to whether, as we speak, whether there are ongoing maintenance work on the road, especially during this rainy season as well.
Well, thank you very much. I think I may not be very specific as to whether road maintenance works are ongoing at this very hour that I speak, because for the obvious reason I just stated to you, I have not been on the road since July 26th. As someone who know when heavy rain falls and if we're on a muddy road, well, I have to be there myself to get the experience. But so I cannot speak to the issue as to whether the road conditions still the same now. But on the issue of the committee that the president set up, I think these things, road maintenance had docked us. Whether it's road, whether it's building, whether it's machinery, you can go to everybody who uses equipment. One of the things that the country as a country we need to make sure to take serious is not only job building, but you got to maintain. I mean, let's take some time. The shoes, say your own shoe you get. When you buy the shoe, you use it over and over. So now the heel will finish, my man. Yeah? So you gotta go to the shoemaker or the guy who will repair shoe to either pull the heel back. In this country, we have not taken seriously maintenance in its general term. No, we just build, then we leave it. We don't maintain. We don't deliberately maintain. Deliberate maintenance means there is line in the budget that says maintenance for 200 kilometers of road in this place for this year. And there is we got 5 to 6 fire trucks here. I'm yet to see that in the national budget.
All right,
it's a deliberate action.
All right, let's go to the floor, folks, and then we can wrap it up here. We are out of time. We take calls on 077-8665-699. Once again, 077-8665-699 or 0880561-644, 0880561-644. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining from?
Yeah, my name is Harrington. We are from looking down.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you remind me, your excellency remind me of one of my uncle way back. My family man. We found a ran for 5 times.
Let's go to the issue quick.
That man stayed more than 25 years.